Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to show you how to propagate sundews. What we have got here is Drosera venusta, villosa, tentaculata, and tomentosa. They're all South American sundews, and I am propagating them for a customer here in Australia. If you guys didn't know it, I'm in Australia. Yeah, I sell plants. So if you want plants, contact me. If you want some special plants like these, then I can't send you plants, I propagate them. Like for this person who wants some plants. So yeah, don't forget that, guys. I had someone contact me saying they didn't know I was in Australia. Yeah, I'm here. The process for propagating sundews is very, very easy. For most sundews, it's pretty simple. Some sundews like Drosera regii, for example, it is very difficult to leaf propagate them. They do better with root propagation. Same with like Drosera binata. They also good with leaves, but you can do root propagation too. And root propagation is a little bit more safe, if that makes sense, but it only really works on those species that have thick roots. These guys don't really have thick roots. They're pretty small plants, and so that's how you can kind of tell which ones can do leaf and which one can do root cuttings. But it's a very, very simple process. You basically get your plants, get some scissors, you cut off some leaves, and you float them on water. Now, I like to float them on the water because they always have access to the water, and you put a lid on whatever they're growing, whatever the water's in, and that keeps it humid. And that high humidity in the water allows the leaf to create some new little plantlets and some roots for them. Now, you can also use this technique of leaf cuttings. You can put them straight onto soil, you can put them straight onto long fiber sphagnum moss, but the biggest thing is that they have to have access to a lot of water and high humidity and some light. You don't want to put them outside in the full bright light. They will desiccate, they will burn, and they will die. But if you keep them somewhere bright, that's no direct light, that will be like next to perfect for them, and also not too hot as well. Anyway, let me turn the camera around and show you how to do this. Okay guys, so here is our water container that I will be using. Make sure that you put the numbers or the names of the plants. I put the numbers because each plant that I have, I allocate them a number, and I put that number onto my computer so that I can write down everything about the plant so you never lose them. But yeah, I don't know why I closed that. I needed it open. And here we have our Drosera villosa. As you can tell, they're a pretty short, small type of plant, and they're also pretty hairy. As you can tell, they're pretty hairy, and the thing that makes them quite unique is that they're new traps. They unroll. They start off like a little ball, like in there, as you can tell, and they slowly unroll, and that's very unique. Unlike Drosera capensis, they kind of unfold, like they fold it and then they unfold like that. These guys unroll, and I think that's pretty interesting. I like the look of it. They're nice and soft and furry as well, and yeah, this is a pretty rare plant. It's from Serra do Itipoca. I don't know. Serra do Itipoca. I don't know. Something like that. From Brazil. And all of these plants, besides the villosa, the venusta, they're all South American plants. What that means is that they need to be kept colder and have some protection from the hot air and the hot sun, because obviously they grow like on high mountain tops where it's pretty cool, or in cool regions for this plant, Brazil. And that's why I have foil around like all of them, because the foil, I don't know, I think the foil like kicks the sun rays off of the pots and keeps the roots colder or something. Honestly, I don't know how much it helps. I think the biggest thing for me is that I just keep them under the porch, and they get like literally 1 to 2 hours of like midday sun, and they have lots of water, and yeah, that's pretty much it. They stay like brightly lit, but no real direct sun, and they look healthy to me, have lots of bugs in them. Anyway, that is this plant, Drosera villosa. Let me show you how to take a leaf cutting. When you take a leaf cutting, you want to take the cutting from one of the newest fully developed leaves. So this leaf here is fully developed, and it is the newest one. There's a new one developing. You don't want that one. And you want to take this newly developed leaf, and you want to cut it as low down to the base of the plant as you can, just like that. And here we have our first Drosera villosa cutting. And you literally just drop it on top of the water. And that's it. You just let it float. Now you want to take more than one cutting. One cutting does not always mean that you will have success. So you want to take a couple of cuttings. I'll take this one here because it's kind of weirdly shaped. I don't know why. I don't have any pests in the plant. So that one will go. Drop it on the water. And I will do one more. No, actually I think I will take the two because you don't want to take too many leaves from one plant. And I only have 2 plants that are like adult sized. So let's just hope that these 2 grow up. Now also if you are growing them all in a container like this, you need to be able to differentiate between the different species. I know the different plants, I know how they look, but for example if I put latifolia, this one here, and those together, and I put a long latifolia and a short villosa leaf, you could get them confused. So make sure that you know what you're doing, label them, separate them, unless you're very, very sure and confident in your ID abilities. Here we have Drosera latifolia. See, it looks very similar to the other one, but the leaves are much shorter and fatter. Also, this one's making a flower here. So this is a mature sized plant, as you can tell. It's not going to get any bigger than this, but they're also very, very happy. And we have some type of tuberous Drosera here, Drosera hookeri or something. Anyway, let's do the same thing. Get one of these newish leaves, cut it at the base, and then put that leaf in the water. This one, 2, and I'll just do this one here, 3. There we go. Now when you are floating them in the water, I like to keep them the right way up. I don't think it actually matters. It's just a preference that I have. So you guys, maybe you can do it also, but I don't know if it even helps. But yeah, I don't know. You guys can do an experiment for me, I guess. Next up, this is our Drosera tomentosa. Even smaller than the last guys. Much smaller little leaves. And they are obviously mature age too. These are all flower stems here. I like to take their seeds and then sprinkle the seeds back on so we can try to get a little bit more plants. There's very few plants from these guys. So yeah. Anyway, same process. Even if they're small, you want to get as close to the base as possible. Cut off the leaf. Try to pick it up. There you go. Float it in the water. There we go. That's 1. There's 2. Come on. And this one here looks good as well. 3. And now for our Drosera venusta. Looks very, very happy. So long. The flowers are so long. The stems. But you can tell this venusta is very happy. Venusta actually has like an upright growth habit. Drosera alicia way flatter. They look very similar, but if you are unsure, venusta stands up. You see that? And also, look at how interesting the flower stems are. It kind of is really thick when it goes to the plant. It grows down and up and around, it loops. It's very interesting. There's the other one in the background. Can't really see it on the camera. Yeah, same type of thing with the other flower stalk. They're very, very interesting, and they're beautiful orangey red type of color and very, very sticky as well. Very happy plants. And with their flowers, I do the same as the other one. I let them flower and I sow the seeds back on the surface so we could try to fill up the pot before I separate all the plants and have full plants for sale. But even for this, guys, you do the same thing. You get some leaves like that. This one's a little bit thicker than the last ones, so I'll take a couple from the same plant. And there we go. We got almost 3 cuttings of each species over here. And now this is the most important part. Keep the lid on, make sure it's humid, and let's go find somewhere that is bright but no real direct sunlight. And here we go, guys. This is where the plants actually grow. This is their spots over here. And like I said, they get this much sunlight. This is about an hour and a half to 2 hours of sunlight. It kind of comes through in the afternoon. And yeah, they all sit here. Here's our Drosera hilaris. These are all cool loving plants. Our regii, some spatulitis over there that came up out of nowhere. Our old hilarises. This one's actually being kept for the same person who we're propagating for. This is how your Drosera hilaris looks, very healthy, very happy. And all of our little Darlingtonias with their moss, very happy little plants that we've got growing here, guys. But here we have our cuttings next to the sphagnum moss, the live moss that we have growing there. And this area doesn't get any direct sun, but it is bright. So this will be perfect for them. And there we go, guys. That is it for today's video. Very quick, very simple, easy video for you guys. I simply made it literally just because I don't think I've shown you guys how to propagate sundews before, and the opportunity came up, so it's a double win for me and for you guys. So now you guys can propagate any one of your sundews that you have. This process, it can give you, like, I don't know, depending on the length of the leaf, sometimes up to like 50 little plants if it's a big leaf, sometimes only 1 or 2. So it kind of depends on the care you give it. You do want to keep the water room temperature, like 20 degrees Celsius. You do not want to get it hot, and you do not want it to get cold. The temperatures have to be stable, just like the lighting, no direct bright sunlight, or else your plants will just die. They just rot away and they die. If the water goes murky and full of algae, swap out the water. Otherwise, leave it in their same water for as much as you can. You don't want to disturb them too much while they're developing their new little leaflets. And what you can also do, you can give them like a couple little droplets of fertilizer. That does actually help the little plantlets grow. I might do that later on when the plantlets are starting to develop, but we'll see how it goes. So if you want to see how they go, how they develop, make sure to subscribe to the channel, because we want to hit 10,000 subscribers at the end of the year. We are at 6,000 now, so we're getting close, guys, and time is running out. So please, if you enjoy the channel's content and you like watching the videos and you aren't subscribed yet, please think about it. And obviously, if you like the video, same thing as all the other YouTubers. Like the video, it helps the channel. Questions in the comments below, I'll help you guys out. Or you can email me, Instagram, Facebook me. I'm very happy to help you with any questions that you might have. Otherwise, yeah, that's it for today's very short, easy, simple video. Hope you guys found it helpful, and I'll see you next week.